Salutations, friends, and welcome back to the madness that is me trying to vlog my life. If you didn't watch my last video, then I would recommend you go and watch that. You don't have to. It's a day in my life. It's kind of a precursor to this. They were filmed very close together. I sort of started editing that one intending to put it with this video, but then that one got too long, and this one is going to be kind of long, so I decided to just do two separate ones. Long story short, I'm really bad at editing things that I film quickly enough so that when I put them out, the information in the videos is still relevant to the present day. I did give a warning at the end of that video that this video kind of starts off a little bit dark. I don't know why I decided that the 29th was the best day for me to start filming this, but I did for some reason. That is the day that I went and picked up my dog's ashes that I had to get put down. So if that's something that is triggering to you, or you don't want to, see somebody kind of dealing with that the only way that she knows how, which is dark, poor taste humor, then you can just skip past that. The rest of the video is not sad, I promise. This is only 5 days, so it's more like a business week. I did intend to film the other 2 days, but things came up, I couldn't get it done. So it ends kind of abruptly, which is another reason why I wanted to sort of jump in here and be like, hey, so I can do the intro, give you an outro, update you on the things that sort of were left unanswered in the video. So I will see you then. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, let's go pick up my dead dog, I guess. We're going to pick up my dog. So. Dead dog unboxing. There he is. The grumpy old man in the ash. For those wondering what made me have an absolute breakdown, they gave us his little paw print in some of his hair. So, yeah. Anyway, the other thing I need to do today is take pictures of all the art that I've been making so I can put them up on Etsy and also start transferring them into digital files so that I can hopefully make prints of them in the future. I did not dress for the occasion though. It is currently 4,000 degrees outside and I am in a long black skirt and a black shirt. So, well, dark gray, whatever. So I'm gonna change. I've been going through this phase recently, if you want to call it that, where I just hate the feeling of socks on my feet. So I've been barefooting it throughout the house. The bottom half of my house is pretty much just a shack from like 1904 right now. So if you see any sort of like bugs or flies or anything roaming around, I'm staring at a spider web right now that I didn't even know was there. In the house, that is because of the downstairs being pretty much directly open to the elements. Yeah. On a less concerning note, look at my boys. They finally opened, which is great because I've been dealing with a gnat problem for a little while. Here you can probably see them crawling all over the window. I've sort of stuffed all of the gaps from the air conditioner to try and help, but I'm hoping these guys will do a good job at sort of capturing them. Hopefully they are dumb enough to actually go in there. But yeah, my boys.
I think that's fine. I think that's good. We could get a ceiling fan. So anybody answer is like just trying to see. Now that's a glitch because Monica is neutral, not going across. Why are you in my house? Oh my god. Get out of my house! Go away, kid! Weirdo! That's so weird. That is so weird. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I feel like that has to be a glitch again. I'm playing this with not final software. Like, this is so mistakes. Graduation, would you like to? I think we should. Congratulations. Veronica has graduated. She has shown some exemplary academics and extracurricular. Graduating early means that Veronica made a bit of a career and start. She was, high school journey may be over, but Veronica is up. She was wait, so now I'm not in school anymore? I didn't even get to attend career day. And I re-enrolled. I guess I didn't think that through. I don't think that I realized that I was going to finish school like right then and there. I'm done. Well, I have to
So this sort of life is designed right now. I want to be the most elegant option, right?
My brain, how many times we done this? My brain is working at about 45% capacity.
Yeah, it's you intro, I give topic, and then I think you say what our show is
I thought that was mature about this.
So she probably is.
So
Yeah, so she's
Yes.
still about 6, so I would say it was probably 6 years ago is what you're saying?
Yes.
Did the war end? Or is it still ongoing?
I would say it's
So all of these guys are live now, ready to go. My paintings don't usually sell very well, but you know, I can't keep them. So I also have an order from Brianna in Michigan. that is gonna get shipped out tomorrow. And I got a message from Amber today asking if I could make the eyeball plants into a like hair clip or a hairpin, like make them smaller. And that's never been something that I've ever done before. But I kind of want to experiment with it and see if I can, because I don't really know how I would do that because of the materials that I use. I can't really make the ping pong balls any smaller because they're already made, and I don't know if I would trust the air dry clay to work. I don't think it'd be sturdy enough. So I have some polymer clay that I've never really experimented with or used that I think might work, and if I could just sculpt the eye out of that, and then paint them. So I might play around with that today. I messaged her back saying that I would experiment with it, essentially. And yeah. So we'll see. Maybe eyeball roses for your hair will be a thing. So we're going to drop off some stuff at the post office. I did just get back from town. I didn't record anything because I was with my brother, so, you know, whatever. It's fucking hot, but it's not as hot as it has been. It's like a cool 80-something degrees. It's been close to the hundreds, or in the hundreds for the last week, so I'm moist. Go back. See, hey? Hello. Oh, thank you. Kisses. So I gotta leave the house in like 20 minutes for my interview. So I figured I'd bring you with me while I pick out my outfit. I'm thinking this skirt. This was immediately the skirt that I was like, ooh, I should wear that one, because one, it's my favorite. Two, I made it, so if she makes a comment like, ooh, I like your skirt, I can be like, thanks. I made it. See, I can do things. I'm capable. I wanted to do like a button-up situation. Like, I was thinking this linen button-up, because it's kind of my go-to for like hot days when like I want to cover up my tattoos, because it's a job interview and I live in a Christian town and I'm not a Christian. I'm thinking that's my best bet, and then we'll throw like a cute little cardigan or something on top of it. So yeah. I just got out. They've got a couple more interviews that they're doing, and they said they'll get back to me by Thursday. They were so nice. Oh, they were so nice. I felt actually really comfortable with them, and so I feel really good about it. I feel really good about my answers to the questions. I feel really good about my organization test. I'm very... I feel good, so fingers crossed. I feel good. This is the kind of shit that happens when I'm running late, is I panic because I don't have what I need to wear, and then I'm like, is this actually a good outfit? Hopefully you can't see, but I'm very sweaty. I'm quite literally pinned into this skirt so that it would sit at the right place, because I got downstairs, looked in the mirror, and thought, man, that looks fucking weird. Maybe I need to wear suspenders. And then I looked at my time and I was like, I need to leave. I don't have time to get suspenders. So I was like, well, I guess I'll pin it in place. So that's what I did. I also, the little throw I grabbed doesn't fit over the sleeves when they're rolled up, and I was getting too warm, and so it rolled my sleeves up, and I was like, oh no, you can see my tattoos. So I grabbed the chunkiest cardigan that I own, which is the warmest one that I own. And so that's what I wore for the majority of the interview. Luckily I got in there, and one of the girls who was interviewing me also had tattoos. She actually had a really cool tattoo that was like Halloween-y, it was spooky, it was, so I felt a little bit more comfortable as soon as I saw that. I think the interview went really well. I think there was a really good dynamic. Never have I ever like felt confident after an interview, so like I feel like this is a good sign. I'm gonna change out of this long sleeve shirt, and I'm gonna put shorts on, and I'm gonna play with clay. So, I know I said that I wasn't going to be making any more of the roses, of the eyeball roses, but then they got really close to selling out, and so I was like, okay, I'll make another batch of them. So what I did was I updated the listing for the eyeball roses to just a couple more, because I've been getting about an order every couple of days for one rose at a time, right? So I was like, okay, that gives me a little bit of time to make them, and then I can, you know, update the posting once they're all made, get it all sorted out, and I can continue to sell them. Well, I already had 2, or I have 4 left. I had 2 that were already spoken for that got ordered yesterday afternoon, and today, just a few minutes ago, I got an order for the rest of what I had listed, which means that they are sold out. I have 2 that are made, 2 that are ready to ship, and I'm gonna have to sit down and just make them. I was planning on working on polymer clay stuff today, but I guess I'm gonna be working on paper clay stuff. So to Mary in California, thank you. I don't know what you're going to use for them. If they're going to be gifts, if they're going to be decorations, I'm not sure, but I hope you love them, and I'm going to sit down and spend the next couple of hours building some more for you, and for hopefully some other people who like them. I ended up deciding just to run into Michael's because I just needed some things, and I was gonna be busy with the post office and stuff, and my mom's wedding is coming up at the end of the week, so like this week was gonna be busy, so I just ran into Michael's. So for a quick haul, so I gave in. I bought some stuff from the Halloween section. I just bought these little ferns. They're like flocked. They're actually really cool. I've never seen any flocked like this. I think they have a really cool texture. I love the color. I'm gonna use them. I might use them for like some little special things to sell, like one-off sculptures or whatever to sell. But otherwise I'll probably do some arrangements to go on my wall. Maybe I'll add some into my little upside down garden area over there. I also got some more moss for the flower pots, more clay because I'm running low, some more foam to go into the flower pots. I picked up some liquid sculpties to try and use. I have a plan for the hair clip things, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I need to message Amber and let her know that I'm waiting for some things in the mail to come for so that I can start experimenting with this project. I got 10 more of these tiny pots, so I will be able to make another batch of these guys. And then the final thing I picked up was some Sharpie paint pens, because I heard these ones are really good and they're fairly cheap. So, oh, I got 2 different ones. I didn't even notice that. So this one's oil-based and this one's water-based. I've noticed that I like the water-based ones more, so we'll see. Again, that's for later use. Anyway, I'm just gonna get started. I'm thinking I'm gonna focus on the 2 that need to get done and get out. That way I can go put them outside in the heat, let them solidify. And yeah, I'm not gonna make these on camera. If you want to see how I made them, I have a whole video about that. I'll link it at the end of the video, I guess. So yeah. Alright, that is going to be it for me today. Those roses are up on my shop. They are ready for their homes. I mentioned this in the last video, but this batch is probably going to be the last of them that I can make, at least for this spooky season. I didn't get that job at the library, which is fine. It happens. It's fine. I'm bummed, but whatever. I'll get over it. That being said, I don't have a lot of money right now. I have to be really careful where I spend things, and I will not be buying any more material to make any more of these guys. So once they're gone, and if you want one, I would get one. I wouldn't wait. Like I said, these things, the last batch sold out pretty quickly within like a week and a half, so I ended up making more. This is probably going to be it for these guys, at least for this Halloween season, so it'll be a while before any more are made, and by a while I mean probably like another year. So those paintings are still on my shop. The only ones that sold so far are the small red painting with the eyes and the green skeleton painting. The other ones are still up there. They're still looking for homes, so if you would like one of those, if you saw one that you were interested in, those are still up. All of that will be linked in the description. My Etsy store, Instagram, and I do have a podcast that I've been doing with my friend who is also named Eveline. That will also be linked down below. I do spooky content at the end of every month. The last Friday of every month I have dedicated to doing a Halloween themed or adjacent video. The flies are still here. And then going into the end of September and October, it'll be all spooky the whole month. So if you want to see more of that, there's a subscribe button. It's free. You can do it for free. If you don't have money to buy something, then you can subscribe. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your week, your year, your life, and I will see you in the next video. I think next week is going to be a sewing video, which will be interesting because it's been a while since I made one of those. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and don't forget to wash your hands. Goodbye.